TSUTigers.com with another Off the Grid. We are here today with Rebekka Gross, a freshman on the softball team. Becca, what's your major?
Business.
And what are some of the things that you want to do when you finish school, and what do you want to do with the business?
When I finish school, I want to become an event planner, but if that doesn't end up working out, then I will run my parents' business.
Okay, and what would that be?
They own an auto body shop.
Okay, very cool. And where are you from?
I'm from Angels Camp, California.
Tell us a little bit about Angels Camp, California.
It's a small town in Northern California, really country town,
Okay.
not like the so-called California.
Okay, and where is it? What's the closest big city to you?
Oakland or San Francisco.
Okay, and again, you said it's like countries. Are we talking about, worlds apart from where you're from and what, people know of the San Francisco Bay Area in a sense?
Yes, it's like living out here.
Okay, and what are some of the greatest things about Angels Camp?
Definitely that everyone's a family and our town is all like one.
Okay, and what are some of the biggest things you miss about it at this time?
I miss all my family.
Now, you just had an opportunity to be home for, a small amount of time, a couple of weeks for the Christmas break. What were some of the greatest things that you enjoyed during that time period?
Catching up with my family, my friends, and seeing all my friends and listening to them tell me about their college experience, as well as mine.
And now, what high school did you go to out there?
Bret Hart High School.
Okay, and tell us a little bit about your high school.
Our high school was more of an academic high school, so we were really good with academics. We're just the small town high school, and everyone supports our high school.
Now, what were some of the things that you did while you were in school? Sports, other activities, anything?
I played basketball also as softball.
Okay. And just the two sports?
Yeah, in high school.
And how did you get started, in playing basketball?
All my friends were playing basketball. I never really played, and then they were like, Becca, you should play. And I started in 5th grade.
Okay. And what about softball? How'd you get started in softball?
My mom. My mom used to play college softball, so she was like, forced me into it.
And now you say forced into it. Is it something that you kind of grew to love, or was it just something you're like, oh, great?
Well, no, I've always loved softball, but it was definitely something that my mom put me into and made me be around softball because she also played softball on a league team around our county.
Okay. Now, you play the position, you're a catcher. It's probably your primary position. I know you play other positions, but how did you get into catching?
My friend was a pitcher, so her dad and my mom used to coach us, and that's just kind of how it went. Ever since I was little, I was always catcher, and she was always pitcher.
So kind of out of necessity, or like, okay, here's someone who can just catch her, and we're...
Yeah, because she was a really good pitcher for that age, and I was the only one who could catch her and not be scared. So it was kind of just like, Becca's not scared, get back there.
And you just ended up staying with it, and did you grow into it, and it's like, yeah, this is a position I like?
Well, I've always loved it because I like to be in control of things, and I don't know, it's just always worked.
Okay, well, very good. And now, how did you come about choosing the sport of softball over the sport of basketball?
Basketball's always been just a game to prepare me and condition me for softball. I've always had a love for the game of softball, so it's the game I chose.
And how did you come about finding out about Tennessee State University?
I was actually at a camp, and it was my senior year, and I didn't know where I was going to go. And I had a couple ideas of where I might go, but then he just came up to me one day and was telling me about his school. He said a couple things to me, which made my mind race, and I was like, oh, Tennessee, and I've always wanted to come out here, because I had nationals tournament out here, and I've always been like, I want to go to the South. That's where I want to go to school. And then it all just kind of fell into place.
Okay. So again, you said, so you came out to nationals, I believe that was in Chattanooga, Tennessee, a couple of years ago, and
Yes.
and you just fall in love with it right away, or?
Mhm. I did. As soon as I came out here, I was like, this is where I want to go to school. Just
Okay.
somewhere out here.
What were some of the great things about the South, and what are some of the great things about being in Nashville right now?
The hospitality. Like, everyone is just so nice out here. And the one thing that really made me like, this is where I want to go is, one day my arms were so full of stuff, and this little boy just comes over and opens the door for me, and he's like, here you go. And his mom's yelling at him, saying, get in the car, get in the car. And he just stands there and opens the door for me and my mom. And I was like, this is where I want to go. No one in California would ever do that.
Okay, and this was just a random kid you've never seen ever again.
No.
Well, welcome to the South then.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about softball at TSU and your experience here right now.
It's definitely hard work. I love it though. I don't know. It's fun. I love all the girls. I love being around them, and they definitely push you to be better.
You come in as a freshman, and you will probably be in a position that takes a lot of leadership and taking control of the field right away. And you have upperclassmen as pitchers, and we do have one freshman pitcher, but you have the two pitchers that pitched every inning from last season that are here again. I mean, what do you relish about the role, coming in as a freshman in a sense?
I'm really excited for it because I like that. I like taking control of things, and I like being the leader, so I'm definitely not worried about it or anything, and we all get along really, really well, so I don't think there's going to be a problem with it.
You come in and you say you want to take control, and obviously, Coach Dabney has come in, and in a couple of years, obviously, what he's trying to do is build the program, and take it to the next step. How much of that kind of excites you about being able to help, push the program in that direction, especially with the position you'll be playing?
I'm really excited because I believe that the group of girls we have this year can really do what he's trying to do. I think we are grasping the concept that he's trying to put out there and play hard and win and become where he wants to be.
Okay. Well, we're going to take a step back here and kind of talk about your family. Tell us a little bit about your family.
My family, we're really close. My mom and dad have always pushed me to be the best that I can be, and they've never settled for anything less. My little brother has always pushed me to be better and everything. We've always fought, like ever since we were little, so I definitely believe that he's made me a tougher person.
So you guys have the great sibling rivalry?
Oh yeah, big time.
And who's the better athlete between the two of you?
I believe we're both great athletes, so.
So who's the better athlete of the two of you?
I think we're both great athletes.
All right, okay. How has it been, obviously you've been here for a semester already, I know you got to see them a little bit for the Christmas time, but being away from them and being kind of a little further distance?
Honestly, it doesn't bother me because I know that I need to grow up and become independent and be on my own. The only time it starts to bother me is like during holiday season. During Thanksgiving, that was probably the hardest time for me so far, but then they'll call me or Skype me or Snapchat me, and then it'll all be better. And then what also helps me is like my teammates. When I go home with them, their families welcome me in and make me feel at home.
That's awesome. Now, being here at Tennessee State, what is kind of the thing? What is your favorite moment about being here at Tennessee State so far?
My favorite moment was probably walking into the dorm room and seeing my suite mates and my new roommate, and just automatically clicking and being best friends.
And kind of before we let you run, what are some of the things that we should know about you? What inspires you? What gets you Gets you motivated.
Winning. Winning definitely inspires me to become better and become something that people are gonna look up to and inspire to be better.
Okay. Well, terrific. Well, Becca, we definitely appreciate your time with us, and we wish you the best of luck, and thank you for being a part of Tiger Nation.
Thank you.